guys who have so much, they're working so hard, they're trying to prove themselves because society makes them. Because you have to make your way in society. You have to do so much to prove yourself these days. And to have this girl come here and just completely belittle you on the internet.
Well, belittle you, period.
These are good men out there. And they don't they don't
get it out. Come on. Say it with your chest.
You don't even deserve a McDonald's from them.
She said you don't even deserve McDonald's food from them.
I'm sorry, but it's not about the dollar sign, it's about the intention. I would love, even if, who cares about the food? If a guy takes me to McDonald's and then buys me a meal, amazing. I love McDonald's. What's wrong with that? It's the intention, it's the fact that he made a point and said, hey, I've got this.
Yo, what was that? What did we just watch?
Okay, you can be that, but you post it, you gonna be a single, like a self lonely, sad cry.
Yeah, someone else should think you need to be that way.
One fish, two fish, I'm gonna get a new.
So I met this man and literally wanted nothing to do with him and told him from the very first time I met him that I was not interested in him. He's completely not my type physically, and I was still involved with somebody else at the time. He pursued me and love bombed me, which any female is gonna fall for. So I gave him a chance, and honestly things were really solid. I had no suspicions, and he was amazing. Sleeping on FaceTime together and waking up together every morning since we couldn't sleep together because we were in different states. Told him I had a problem with something that he was doing. He would actively ask what he could do to fix it, and would. He was really solid, and I was really feeling him, and I actually cut off someone I had been on and off with for 5 years for him. So I randomly met this girl on TikTok, started texting, and she asked where I live, and we actually happened to live in the same city. So we went and got dinner.
That happens? You meet somebody on TikTok and you start, oh, that's okay. Wow.
And then we went out last night, and that's when we found out that the same man he's been with for over a year. So we met up today to compare stories, and the timeline is disgusting. He would sleep at my place one night and wake up with me and then see her that night. Men are filth.
Wait, hold on. The math ain't mathing. How is he FaceTiming you on the phone every night and every morning, but dealing with other women too?
Absolute filth. Don't forget that. Then she posts my TikTok onto her Instagram story. Some girl from a different state DMs her and says, oh my God, need to know who this is about. And she tells her, and she says, shut up, can I call you? So all three of us are now FaceTiming, and this girl has a same story with him. So there's now three of us.
Is the world really that small that these three random women all have been dealing with the same dude like this? I don't know. Maybe she was dealing with him and then she told a story about him, and one of those other two girls made up some elaborate story that's not even true just so that they can ruin her little bit of happiness that she was having with this man. They're trying to ruin it by saying a story that sounds similar to the one that she's telling. And maybe she's the fool for believing them. Maybe that's the case. Let's look at it from that perspective. There's multiple ways that we can look at this thing. Or maybe this is just the most major coincidence that this woman was dealing with this guy and she found out from TikTok that another girl was dealing with him, and then that girl found out from Instagram that another. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Three of us. This man is not shit. He's like the audacity. I'm so far out of his league. It drives me insane.
She says she's so far out of his league that it drives her insane. The true audacity, and y'all ignore the stuff in the background. I'm working on a new PC that's going to be over here soon. The true audacity is that a human being thinks another human being with the exact same abilities as them is out of their league. How? What? Now, I gave this some thought. if we're going to say that we're out of somebody's league or someone is out of our league, it needs to be on the premise of mindset rather than attraction or attractiveness or beauty. If she thinks that she's far out of this man's league because maybe she's an inch or two taller than him and much more attractive than he is, then that's mean. That's unfair. That's unreasonable at all. Your beauty alone does not, or heck, should not hold enough weight to just get you through life. If anything, your mindset will take you to another level.
So yeah, I'm literally going to be single forever.
As you should, probably, as you should. Possibly. Because I didn't hear in there where you actually receive valid proof, receipts from these women that they too had been dealing with this man. You just heard stories from what you told us. You didn't tell us that you got actual receipts. And the reason I'm saying what I'm saying, you guys, because I've seen situations, I've had friends that go through this stuff where they will make up a rules to hurt this girl because they see that she's so happy with this man. So they'll make up a lie saying that they too had been with this man when that man had never touched them. And the other reason I say this is because too often do I see women be so gun-ho to go with what it is that their friend is saying. I told a female that I was dating recently, I'm like, if you don't be careful, your friend's gonna make you single forever. Because you're so willing to go with what it is that they're saying instead of you thinking for yourself, because they're not in this relationship. We are.
Middle class ignores the starving class. But when you guys get called out on that, you get triggered, you get offended because you feel guilty.
Don't nobody owe nobody nothing. The middle class don't owe the starving class nothing, just like the upper class don't owe the starving class or the middle class anything. Huh? What's she talking about?
Because you know what you do. You live up in your cushy ass house and you drive past places like Skid Row and throw a little $5 out the window to make yourself feel like a better person. When in all actuality, you're not doing anything to help anyone.
That $5 ain't gonna feed you for the day? Yo. What? She got a cell phone. How's she paying that bill? Them $5 ain't helping. When you do kind things for others, guess who it makes feel better? It makes both people feel better. Whenever you do something good for someone, you should feel good about it. What?
When are you gonna realize that you're wrong?
Hey everybody, meet Gabby. Gabby was recently asking people for help. And there was one individual on this app that gave her $500. And Gabby herself feels like that is crumbs. Because, you know, that only just paid some of her bills and not all of her bills. Entitled much, Gabby? Gabby feels that, you know, people are hoarding money, and that if you have money in your savings account of excess of $1,000, $2,000, $200,000, that if you only give her a little bit of it, that you're just giving her crumbs and she deserves more.
Yo, this woman is telling us something. She's exposing this Gabby character. The audacity. What? Why can't you go out there and earn the money yourself rather than to expect for someone who has the money to give it to you? How could you possibly think that you deserve someone else's money?
That you should help her. So here's an idea, Gabby. And I know that you're disabled, and I apologize for that.
I mean, she might be physically and mentally disabled, clearly.
But you know, right here, stage 4 cancer, and I've worked every day through my chemotherapy. So why don't you try to get off the app and stop begging people for money and yourself go work for your own money and stop trying to say people are hoarding their money and not giving it to you. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine why people wouldn't give you their hard-earned money, Gabby.
Yo, what Kevin Samuel said?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Anyway, y'all, look, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. See ya.